Hello ladies and gentlemen, and hello Alex. Welcome to another live stream. Today we are standing here in the Caribbean at Curacao Island near Willemstad, which is the capital of Curacao. And you can see our aircraft today is the MD-82 from Insel Air. And we are going to fly to St. Maarten today. I want to say at the beginning, thank you very much, Alex, for providing us today's thumbnail. And yeah, before I forget that. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the aircraft. I'm a little bit late today, as I had to prepare some more stuff than I expected. So I will start the fly pad here already. I also wanted to update the background here, but I had no time for that. So, connect the ground power and the jetway. And do the same for here. We will connect the ground power unit as well as the external air. And what I forget to set up, I just hope that I don't have to do that again. Let's see, because I forgot to set up the I forgot to set up the weight and balance here. So I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Is this now updated? Not sure. Oh. Okay, okay. Hello? Why? Why did the tablet disappear? Oh, come on. Is this for real? There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Well, we will see if there are some people having problems. Actually, I don't think so, as I will just start the aircraft or the program for the first time. But yeah, so battery power is on. External power. I love that sound. Okay, and now start from the bottom. So we turn on the windshield, anti-fog and anti-ice, seatbelt signs turn to on, emergency lights to arm. We don't need the start pump here. External power, so we have electricity. We can test the cockpit voice recorder. Okay. We could set the flight recorder here, although I don't think that it makes any difference. Ground proximity warning system.
Flight slow. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Windshield test.
Headwind, shear, headwind, shear, headwind, shear. Tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear.
It's working. Logo lights on. Speed test. Stall system is working as well. System 2 as well. Anti-skid test. I don't know. PA test. Okay, wonderful. That's working. So, air condition switches to shut off. That's okay. That keeps open. Then we can actually, let's have a look. What is this? Floodlights. Ground floodlights not needed as we have daylight outside. But I will now test the loop test here. Oh, come on, same problem as yesterday. Yeah, that's right. I'm just not sure if this is simulated here. Why is this not working? It's not working. How did I do? No. Maybe I have to go more to the center here. Oh, left, right, and center. So left is working, right is not. Okay, never mind. Let's just do as if we tested it. Yeah, I did push all three mouse buttons here. But let's do it different here. Okay, I don't know. No, left and right in the middle is not working. Anyway, okay, so no, I don't want to go here. But actually, I could start the program here. You cannot see that at the moment. TNCM, okay. Cruise altitude, flight time until takeoff will be 25 minutes. No, time until takeoff will be 30 minutes. Okay. We have no in-flight entertainment. We have no Wi-Fi. Flying MD-82 with 136 passengers aboard. We don't serve meals but snacks and drinks. Do we need custom car? No. This flight number continues. No. Play boarding music. You know what? Yeah, we play boarding music. Or not? Okay, let's play boarding music. And we start.
We're ready to go when you are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you.
Okay,
After
so
you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is
why-
full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
um
Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you.
no, I have to restart it because it was instantly boarded, and this is of course not correct. I don't want to have it instantly boarded. So let's just start it again. Start flight. Okay, our time until takeoff 30 minutes is okay. No, 35. MD-82 with 128 passengers. Actually, this tells us it's 162. Well, never mind. Type 118. Okay, Epic, yes. Custom cards not required. No meals. Start. Okay, there we go. Oh really? Did they implement that? I mean, developing that through CDU? Okay. Well, we will see. So for now, let me check the boarding status.
We're just moving some baggage down below. I don't expect it to take that long.
Cabin status, handling a baggage issue. About 9 minutes left, okay. We have 118 passengers aboard. Divided by 2, let's say 60 in the rear and 58 in the front, okay. And then check the flight here, flight information. Fuel on board will be 10,438. Is this indeed correct? Let me double check. 10,438, that's correct. So 10,400, right? 10,400. So it makes it 38. So you know what? Make it like this. There we go. No, that's not what they play on Insel Air. I looked for it, but I didn't try. I didn't find anything online as boarding music, so I just use a standard one here. Okay, so weight and balance is set. I think we have a zero fuel weight and a takeoff weight CG of 18.2. We have zero fuel weight of 52.4. And we are departing TNCC. By the way, I don't have any weather information. Let me just quickly post I will now just quickly post the meter here in the chat. We are boarding already. We have let me see how much time is left. About 5 minutes left for boarding, and expected departure will be in 31 minutes. So there's a lot of time for us to set up the aircraft. So runway is This is 1-1 for departure. Condition is dry, flap optimum. We have wind of 090 with 16 knots. QNH is 1014. The outside air temperature is 30 degrees. NTI is off, packs on. Takeoff weight will be 62.5. Whoops. 62.5. Calc. So we have a flap 4 departure with a selective temperature of 50. And here are our V speeds, which we will enter later on. So let's set up our position. Enter the airport code of TNCC. Check the position. Yeah, they match. Okay. So we can use that. Hi, moin, servus. Willkommen im Stream. Ja, also an und für sich ein richtig geiles Flugzeug. Der Sound ist, naja, also sage ich mal, für 90 Euro könnte er besser sein. Die Maschine selbst, wie sie sich fliegt, eigentlich sehr gut. Also sie ist ein bisschen heavy. Ich habe die Sensitivity mal hochgestellt. In der Hoffnung, dass das was hilft. Das wird jetzt aber auch mein erster Flug. Und da muss ich mal schauen, wie das mit der Sensitivität dann ist. Aber so an und für sich ein richtig geiles Ding. Ich hatte gestern schon einen Livestream mit der MD-80. Und das hat wunderbar funktioniert, also auch mit der Landung. Also ich finde, was Leonardo da gemacht hat mit dem Flugzeug, richtig gut. Also gewohnte Leonardo-Qualität. It's not as rough as Russian, is it, Alex? So. Ja, das stimmt. Also tatsächlich, die MD-80 kommt ja mit einem Load Manager. Und da kann man die Sensitivität nochmal extra einstellen. Wie gesagt, das habe ich jetzt mal ein bisschen nach oben gesetzt. Ich habe es auch noch überhaupt nicht getestet. Also keine Ahnung, ob das läuft. Yeah, Russian and Arabic, those two languages sounds very rough. But German as well, for foreigners, I think it's basically the same. So, ground fuel request. So let us fuel up the aircraft. Flight folder 10,400. So fuel is 10.4/N. Come on. Zero fuel weight was 52.4. And we have reserves of about 2.5 tons. Cruising altitude is 330. And let us check the wind information. Average wind is 252 with 25. 252 with 25. ESA, average ESA is plus 13. Transitional 2500. Yes, that's fine. Okay, and departure will be runway 11. And the route is... okay, there is no departure route. Let me quickly check the charts here. Not sure if there is really no departure route. First waypoint is Milok. Okay, it seems as if there is really no suitable departure route for us. Although... the Accor 1 kilo. We could go for the Accor 1 kilo. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we go for the Accor 1 kilo. There we are. To Accora. And then direct to Milok. So the route is all set up. We can basically also set up our arrival. Because we're gonna fly the... Yeah, come on, let's fly the Arnav. And just have to check the transition. Not sure about the transition here. It's either Dande or Sparta. Why should be Rammstein playing on this flight? Okay, so we're flying via Dande, I think. Yeah. Via Dande transition. Let's just check both. Don't know which one is the correct one. Okay. So, for the departure... Well, I don't think that passengers in the Caribbean would like to hear Rammstein when they board, to be honest. Okay, so let me quickly show you the let me just quickly show you how we are gonna depart. So basically we will depart runway 11. That's not very hard. So we push back facing west, then we taxi down here on Alpha and take all the way down Alpha and then depart runway 11. Then we fly the Accora 1 kilo departure, which means we fly runway heading until this first waypoint here, then turn left to Amipu, and then continue to Accora via the Accora 1 kilo departure. In text form, that means that I have no more information. Not sure which point this is here. 2.7 DME of what? Transition altitude 2500, that's correct. Okay. So anyway, we have set it in the FMC, so I think we just have to turn a left whenever it's possible. Okay, and I think basically we are almost ready to go. We have still 21 minutes left for departure, but I think we will depart a little bit earlier there. So let me check the checklist. And also, I feel that the sound of the boarding music is very loud. Okay, I like that better. Okay, there we go. So we have set up the FMC as well. Let me check again. Takeoff page. Ah, no, we have not. Okay, so performance page. Flaps for departure. V1 is 145. VR is 150. And V2 is 159. V-flap is 164 and V-slat is 196. That's fine. Okay. So the FMC is now set up. We can set the, or we can do the before start checklist. Parking brakes are set. EFB flight mode. Yep, I can do that quickly. Flight mode. Don't need any updated information anymore. Pneumatic pressure is 0 because I don't have the hydraulic set on. There we go. Engine ignition selector will be set. Oh, no, there we are. Ignition set to system A or B. Left, center, and right fuel tanks all on. APU norm, econ switch to norm set. Air condition supply switch is off. Pneumatic crossfeed levers. No. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Set to on as well. And the thrust levers are in idle position. Okay. Fuel is cut off here. So we can set the... is there any initial climb on the chart? Let me check. I don't think so. Well, I don't know about the initial climb, but as there is... Oh, by the way, I completely forget to turn on VATSIM. So, INC 521 MD-82 connect, check the flight plan, it's there, wonderful. And I hope that I didn't tell you anything wrong, that we don't have ATC. No, we haven't. Nope, we haven't. Okay. Good, good, good. So, VATSIM is all set up. We switched the frequency to Unicom just in case. 122.8. There we go. Check the performance page. Okay, and now we are on the... Yeah, we could now switch on the anti-collision lights, but we won't do that right now. Although we can already plan our pushback. There we go. Pushback is set. Oh, and I definitely want to try something here. because I didn't try that before. I'm not sure if this is working or not. Let me see if I can make a passenger announcement here with the PAGX. Yeah, Alex, you're right. Flight level 110 is on the SIT, but that's not the initial climb. That's just you have to be above flight level 110 when you cross the waypoint of Amipu. So I know that the initial climb must be above flight level 100, but I'm not sure how high it is. But as we don't have any ATC, we can directly set the flight level of 330. That's no problem. So, and now we'll check if I can make a crew announcement with the program here. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard Insel Air Flight 521 to St. Maarten. This is your captain speaking, and I have some information about our flight. The flight time today will be around 1 hour and 20, and our estimated time of arrival in St. Maarten will be 3:40 p.m. local time. The weather on the route is good so far. The temperature at the destination is at the moment about 30 degrees Celsius with clear sky. For now, sit back, relax, and we wish you a pleasant flight. On behalf of all our crew, thank you for choosing Insel Air as your airline today. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard Insel Air Flight 521 to St. Maarten. This is your captain speaking, and I have some information about our flight. The flight time today will be around 1 hour and 20, and our estimated time of arrival in St. Maarten will be 3:40 p.m. local time. The weather on the route is good so far. The temperature at the destination is at the moment about 30 degrees Celsius with clear sky. For now, sit back, relax, and we wish you a pleasant flight. On behalf of all our crew, thank you for choosing Insel Air as your airline today. Well, okay, that's working. Nice. You see a red blinking? I don't see any red blinking. Hi, Jordan. There is no blinking. There's like this orange light from the GPU, but did you see that in the cockpit? Oh, here, yeah, you're right. Orange blinking from the GPU unit, yeah. Okay, flight deck door can be locked now. And let me see if there is any other announcement I have to do beside... Or maybe I can do a... No, delay flight lieutenant request. Oh no, I can just do a slide ahead of schedule here, but expected departure is in about 13 minutes, but yeah, we will now start. So, anti-collision lights on, and we now start the APU. Why is the ground power disconnected? Oh, maybe because I turned on... Yeah, maybe because I turned on the anti-collision lights. That's not good. GPU is connected. Why is the forward main door open? But... Okay. Okay, let's just start the APU. Okay, APU run up. Okay, damn. I have to set up the FMC again. Good thing we started early here. So, TNCC to TNCM. Okay, this is really. Zero fuel weight was 52.4. Scheduled fuel was 10.4 / N. Reserve was about 2.4. Cruising was flight level 330. Average wind was 252. And whoops, I cannot remember the last. 252 with 25. And the ESA temperature was plus 13. Takeoff, we had 145, 150 and 159. I wonder how I can remember that. Our gross weight, by the way, is 62.8, so we can cross-check with the performance page here. Which, okay, 62.8 actually. Okay, but it remains the same. Yeah, there must be something, must have been something wrong there. Okay, so departure, runway 11, the Accor 1 kilo, okay, and arrival into St. Maarten will be RNF 10 via Uluba 1, Thunder transition, okay. Okay. That looks good. Yep. Okay, but now for real, we are ready to go. QNH is set, 1014 and 1014, both set. We can set the autopilot here already. 159 is V2, so 169, and we set this to flight level 330. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hydraulic is set. That's set as well. Okay, okay. APU is now started. And yeah, very good. Now, aircraft services, we will disconnect external air and disconnect the GPU. Let's have a look. Okay, disconnect GPU. And now turn on the anti-collision lights as we're gonna depart now. And request pushback.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Curacao traffic.
Good afternoon, ladies and
Why do I
gentlemen, and welcome aboard
hear
Flight
myself?
7. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 17 minutes.
That's bad. I hear myself
Now
when I'm
closed. We ask that you
talking.
make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not
Curacao
already-
traffic, Insel Air 521 is pushing back departure from runway 11.
Full upright and locked position.
I hear myself.
Flight attendants, please prepare
That
passengers for
is
departure and cross-check.
not good at all. Oh, because maybe
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
why?
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake should be set. Okay.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Okay, performance page. We now use the pushback phase to set up the departure. So,
Cleared for
flap
start and push.
4,
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
flap 4 here. Brakes
Parking
released.
Brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in
Takeoff
sequence.
CG is 18.2 18.2. And we're gonna depart with flaps
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight
4.
attendants for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts
And
are fastened
start
locked and
engine
across the line.
number 2.
Fasten and insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind.
I did something wrong. Why are the engines not going up?
Level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally.
You're right.
Although the bag does not inflate,
Good thing I have you with me.
if you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance,
Okay, and trim will be set to... Oh, actually, trim is almost... No, no.
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist
Set to
and
4.5, okay.
pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting
And
the aircraft. If your life vest does not
turn on.
inflate automatically,
And we have a
blow
selective
the mouth
temperature
for
of
manual inflation. Each vest is
50.
equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Slip your arms into the straps and hug the cushion to
Parking
your
brake set.
chest. Once again, all
Parking brake
devices
set.
must be
Lowering
airplane
And start engine number, start engine number 1.
at this time. Please securely stow your personal
You may
items.
disconnect.
Make sure your seatbelts are
Okay,
fastened,
sir.
seat
Clear
backs
to
and seat
disconnect.
cables are in
Pin
the
has
full
been
upright
removed.
position.
See you at the
We
side.
remind you that
Have a
this
good
is a
flight.
non-smoking flight.
Holding
Tampering
position,
with,
waiting for the
disabling, or
visual.
destroying the
Thank you
smoke
and
detector
And
device
I
in
know
the lavatory is prohibited by law. All of this information can
why
be
I
found
hear
in the
myself
located in the seat
doubled,
back in front of
but
you.
I don't know how
Read it and
to...
let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for joining us again. We hope you enjoy your flight.
Oh, come on. Because I have set the same frequency on COM 1 and COM 2, apparently, at least considering the... That's weird. 2000? So... Okay. Radio check? Okay. Okay. Now we're fine. Sorry. Engine 1 coming up now as well. No, it's not. So this is like, you know, I have to before start checklist here, and there is nothing set about the APU air, I think. Let me see. Air condition supply switch is off. APU norm econ switch to norm. But about this button, there's nothing set. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, starters off. Fire detector loop is still on. Can you turn off now, please? Okay, there we go. Both engines started, both engines stabilized, so I can turn off the APU basically. I can set the bleed to on again. I leave the air on, I think. Not sure if I need to leave the air on, but yeah. So after start, checklist, ignition switch selector to off, PT heat and yeah, set to captain. Airfoil and engine anti-ice as required. Air condition supply switches to auto. I just did that. Pneumatic crossfeed levers to open and thrust levers idle. No, I'm wrong. Air condition auto. Door Q light checked off and hydraulic systems checked and set. That's good. And we are now ready to taxi, basically. Let's have a look from the outside. Yeah, looks great. We have, what, 2 minutes for departure.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
Brakes released. Taxi lights on. Curacao traffic, Insel Air 521, taxiing runway 11 via Alpha. I think the passengers, the cabin crew can do that. Cabin crew, arm doors for departure, and take your seats for departure, please. Seats for departure. Cabin crew, arm doors for departure, and take your seats for departure, please. Seats for departure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. You are right. And I can now turn off the APU as well as the engines are running. Well, the meal service will be starting once we're airborne, and not earlier, so... And 3 seconds until our published departure, but that's fine here. Let me see if I have to do a cabin announcement of delay. Reason, generic, and length very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We regret to inform you that we are going to be very slightly behind schedule. We do apologize for this slight inconvenience.
There we go. Okay, before takeoff checklist, I need to set flaps. No, flaps 4. Set. Takeoff data is confirmed. Fuel balance is checked. Brake temperatures is checked. Engine ignition switch to both. And EOAP is checked. No messages except ART in-op, which is absolutely okay as we are departing with a flex temperature departure. I love this aircraft. I like the sound. It's just not as good as it could be for 90 euros. That's a problem. That's the only problem, basically. Yeah, master caution can be turned off, and we can turn on the terrain radar. And let me quickly check the map here if we have any other departure. No, there's nothing. Nothing's going on here. So basically I would not even need to do an announcement on the Unicom, but well, anyway. And nice livery also. I mean, basically it's modern, it's just white, and you have a colored tail and the name of the airline on the aircraft, and that's it. Nothing special, but yeah. Oh, and no, basically there is no solution for it. At least I didn't find it. I cannot turn up the cockpit sound. I just hope that there will be an update for the sound very soon. That's what I hope. We can take the first one here. Lights on. Strobe lights on. TCAS on. Weather radar is on as well. Set the auto brake to RTO and arm it. Approach path is clear. Let me try to get the volume up here. Whoops, why did I stop? Auto throttle engage. And we are ready to take off. So start the chrono and then we hit the or actually we can first set it. Yep, I'm sorry. Speed brakes armed. I knew I forgot something.
Takeoff thrust set.
Just have to take care that I do not veer off the runway.
Cross-check.
I hear absolutely no engine sound in the cockpit. But actually that's, I just saw a documentary today about the MD-82 and the pilot indeed said the same. It's very quiet in the cockpit. You have the impression that you are in a glider. And rotate. And there we go.
Positive brake.
Gear up. And pull the stick.
Gear up. Lights out.
And there we go. Don't see anything but white. Can increase the speed. 210. We're still hand flying here. And we can set climb thrust now. Come on, climb thrust.
Climb thrust set.
Put the nose down a little. And check the speeds again. V flaps is 164. We are there, so flaps 0.
Lap 0.
And slats in.
Slats retracted.
Oops, lights on, but the nose lights. I cannot. Okay. So nav on, autopilot on, vertical speed on, and there we go. Hold heading. Now I want to have nav. Okay. speed can be now set to 250. Nav track is captured. We're now climbing with a vertical speed of 1,800. And there we go. Well, not much to see here. Engine is back there. Other side is not much as well. So turn up the range here. I will increase the speed here first. Okay. And we are now stable. We don't need the box anymore. And after takeoff checklist. So landing gear is up, lights out, auto brake off. Speed brake lever retracted. Yep. Flap and slat lever is up. Engine ignition selector is set to both. Center fuel tank tank pumps as required, and the altimeters can be set now to standard, as we just passed 2,500 feet already, of course. So after takeoff checklist is completed. And you can see here I just set up the PACX information HUD. Do you see that now as well? No, you don't. Okay. Yeah, I think I saw the same video about the Maddog here. What the streamer was referring to is up here somewhere, this one here. If you zoom into that, you can see the textures over here. They are really bad. The glass itself is okay, but this one was what the streamer was referring to. Also, maybe these, whatever this is. Also here, the door. But that's like, you know, some minor problems. The sound.
We are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatories.
So, yeah, basically, for me, these are just minor mistakes or problems. I don't think that's bad. The sound, however, is a problem. I mean, the sound is not bad at all, but it's just yeah, it's not bad, but it's not rich enough. It should be louder, it should be more rich, more fat, like you said, Alex, yesterday. And but yeah, overall the sound is okay, but for a 90 euros aircraft, it's actually a little bit too, yeah, well, too bad is the wrong word for it, but well, yeah, I think you know what I mean. and taking the textures in the cockpit, I think everything is fine. So everything is sharp and in detail, which is the most important, because, well, you know, actually, I'm never looking back up here. I may be looking up here, but I don't care about textures here. And the problem is, if like every texture would be perfectly sharp, then maybe the frames would go down, and that's something which is worth than just, like, you know, a little unsharp textures there. Yeah, actually it is, for now, it is the most expensive aircraft for the Flight Simulator 2020. There are airplanes from PMDG, I think, for X-Plane or Prepared, which are more expensive. But for Flight Simulator 2020, the Maddog is indeed the most expensive aircraft. I think, if I'm not mistaken, PMDG said they will release their, or they try to release their Boeing 737 on the next weekend. And I guess, I have no idea, but I guess that the pricing will be around 100 euros as well. Maybe even more. I mean, they said that their airplane is the most detailed and, yeah, the most detailed aircraft which is available for Flight Simulator. And I can arm ART now again. Don't know what that means, but we can arm it again. I leave the APU generators on. They have no energy anyway, but that's no problem. Don't know if I need the air. I think it's APU, so nothing's changing here, so that's fine. And why can I not give you... No. Well, I cannot show you the PACX program. Passenger satisfaction is about 87%.
Hey, can we get something to drink up here?
All right.
Well, I don't think you need that, so leave it like that. Then you have a better view on the aircraft.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
So, expected arrival is in 1 hour and 8 minutes. And this is... actually quite accurate there, so we might be a little bit delayed, or we will see. Yeah, that's what I told Yunus Aviation before in German. The aircraft feels a little bit heavy. It's... I mean, of course I don't know how the real MD-82 is behaving in air, but if you push your joystick to the left or right, it feels like it's taking forever. And it feels a lot more heavy than it should feel, at least what I think it should feel. And I turn off the terrain radar here. I go weather radar fail. That looks better than weather radar off. If there's weather radar off, then I always think I forgot it. But yeah. So yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I did the smoothest landing with the MD-82 here. So that was my smoothest landing in the simulator so far. But yeah, still the aircraft feels a lot heavier than it should. Hi Jeremy, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you back. Long time no see, actually. I'm glad you found the time to have a watch here in the stream. Maybe. Let me see. Nope. Let me see if I can show you it that way. Come on. Maybe like this? No. Darn, I cannot show it to you. So what do you mean were it impossible times for you? I was just streaming in the evening, so no bad times. But yeah, the new thumbnails from Alex are really great. I just said that we have to take care, or that he has to take care that he uses pictures which are publicly available, so that I don't violate any copyright using it as a thumbnail, even though they are changed, of course. Yeah, if you, I don't know. I mean, if you have a passenger, like I would implement such things into the passenger programs like PackX or self-loading cargo or Luke AirTool or whatever. So you have the option to activate cargo control as well. But the problem with that is that you need an aircraft which is capable of controlling the temperature in the cargo area. So most of, or like all of the freeware aircrafts are not capable to control the temperature in the baggage area. And also here in the MD, temp select, I can have cabin and cabin supply, cabin cockpit temperature. I can't see any cargo temperature here. There's not even a cargo heater, I think. No, there's no cargo heating as well. And what about back here? No, these are just electricity stuffs, and also nothing clickable. And whoops. And here you have overhead console lights, APU loops, cargo detection suppression. So this is just if a cargo door is has a leak here. So there is no option for me to control the cargo temperature anyway. But I understand what you mean. It would just okay. You did it when you control hazard baggage. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know where there's like, you know, cabin. There's cabin temperature here. Although I cannot even cabin supply cabin. Oh, okay. Here I can turn the cabin and the cockpit temperature. Although I have no. Is there any information about cockpit temperature? I have cabin and cabin supply. Oh, here's the temperature. Yeah. But I have no cockpit temperature. Cabin climb, cabin altitude, that's fine. Well, I don't know. Yeah, there are a lot of buttons, and you definitely need to get into the aircraft. It's a study level aircraft, but I really like it. So the aircraft is really nice. Feels really good, and makes a lot of fun to fly the aircraft here. QNH, by the way, is 1018. I can set that already. 1018. There we go. And you can see our top of climb is almost exactly at the calculated top of climb here. Yeah, I haven't been at the XA online day last week as well. Maybe I can make it this day. Oh, there is a center fuel pressure low. Okay, yep. We can turn off the center tanks here. As the fuel is empty, we just have 50 kilos left. Oh, come on, Jeremy. You have too many things to do in your free time. You have to set your priorities. So, let me quickly have a look about the top of climb here. Flight log, there we are. So we are cruising at Mach 0.76. I can switch over to Mach 0.76 and Mach select. No, sorry. 7.6. There we go. Okay, yeah, true. I totally forgot they're playing this week again. But was an amazing game last week. Definitely, I really enjoyed it, and I have to have a look on it as well this week. Definitely. Well, Alex, actually what happened to Bayern, I can tell you, I don't like them anyway, so I'm quite happy with the results there. And well, Jeremy, yeah, would be really nice controlling Vancouver in the middle of the crowd. Are you working on Thursday in the stadium, or are you just watching?
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
Yeah, I don't know, Alex. Why happened? What happened? It's, I don't know. I absolutely have no idea. Well, I think sometimes they just have a day where they just, I don't know what they do. They are completely, there is, okay, testing, okay. They are like, I don't know, playing like a, I don't know, I don't even have like a explanation for that. So let me just quickly do another passenger announcement here. Let's see if this is working. I'm serving snacks at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, I just want to inform you that we have reached our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. We will be cruising for about 20 to 30 minutes before we start our descent into St. Maarten. And concerning the weather in St. Maarten, there's absolutely no change from when we departed. We still have 30 degrees, and it's going to be expected to stay the same until we arrive. So for now, just enjoy your drinks and snacks, and I will be back talking to you once we started our descent. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, just want to inform you that we have reached our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. We will be cruising for about 20 to 30 minutes before we start our descent into St. Maarten. And concerning the weather in St. Maarten, there's absolutely no change from when we departed. We still have 30 degrees, and it's going to be expected to stay the same until we arrive. So for now, just enjoy your drinks and snacks, and I will be back talking to you once we started our descent. Could you please stop using those words in the chat, please? So let's keep an eye now on the approach. So we are arriving via the Uluba 1 arrival, Dunder transition, which means we approach Dunder here and then fly a heading of 040 to join the 096 radial to St. Maarten VOR. So we can tune in 113.0 already, and we will approach it with a radial of 276. So I type that in the autopilot, and yeah, that's basically it. Transition level for the approach will be flight level 65. Down below we need to set the local QNH, which is currently 1018, and then we're gonna fly the Arnoff into St. Maarten, which means that well, actually direct distance to Uluba from Dunder. Expect vectors to execute VOR Zulu runway 10 approach straight in. Okay, so basically let's check the let's check the approach. If we got the, we just go the Dunder transition, and now let me check the single waypoints here. So we need to zoom in a little bit, and that's what I thought would happen. So from Dunder go to Uluba, then to St. Maarten VOR, then back to Dunder, and Avaki Lesor Maipon, and then runway 10. Okay, that's not. Let's take no. Put it here. There we go, and now check it again. Dunder Avaki. Okay, and from Avaki we can directly fly the approach. That's good. Okay, fine. So I know that you couldn't see that, but I just had to set up the FMC again. So for the approach, you can see this is the waypoint of Aki, which is the initial fix or initial approach fix. From there on, we will proceed direct Laser, Maarten, and from Maarten we will either land or go around. The weather is fine, so we will definitely see the runway early on. So if we have a stable approach, then there should be no reason to go around. Although I'm still not used to the aircraft completely, so there might be a small chance left that we have to go around. Anyway, from Avaki we will descend from 2,600 feet to 1,700 feet. And from there on we descend with an angle of 3 degrees to Maarten, and from there on we continue visually or go around if we are unstable or the runway is not inside. As we use LNAV, our decision height is 686. So I will type that in. Not sure though if this is of any help. 686. Is it? Does that mean 6,000 feet? Or does it? No, I think it means 600. No, it might mean 6,000. Not sure though. So better set it to 06. Somewhere over here. Because this one is just, I think it was about 500, was it? Oh, yeah, I know you cannot see that. I'm very sorry. Like that. Decision height, you can see in the display here. I'm turning it up. Whoops. Turning it up, and I think it stops at 500. Yeah. So it cannot set a decision height which is higher than 500, and I don't know how to set up the radio altimeter, because right now we have a decision height of 600, and I don't know how to set that up. Are you sure this is 600 then? So if I turn this here. Because, like, you know, Alex, sometimes you have a decision altitude of about, I don't know, 2,400 or something like that. So, or 1,200. So if this would mean 600, how would you set 1,000? Or 1,200? And I also have to have a look if we have a top of climb set in. Let me just... Oh, okay, I see. So let me see if there is a top of descent somewhere. There we go. Top of descent before Dunder. Is it in the progress page here? Yeah, to top of descent is 149 nautical miles. That's good. Speed transition 240 below flight level 100. That's good. Okay. Well, I would show you the outside, but, well, there's not much to see, actually. Just water. and we are almost halfway through our route. Yeah, that's true. It's a little bit weird that it's just set to 500 feet, but well, that's how it is. I mean, it makes sense if you just use it for ILS approaches. But on the other hand, it would be nice if you are on a visual approach that, or if you are or RNAV approach, that you still have a readout if you approach something. So passengers are satisfied by 86%. That's fine. So there's a passenger called Dallas Hart. He's male, 31 years old, and he's very thirsty. How is this possible? As the crew just finished their service.
We're just checking in. Let us know if you need anything.
You got it.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. I think I can remember that on the 737 it was exactly like this. What is that?
Hey, can we get an attendant to the cockpit for a restroom break?
All right.
So that's nice. You can call an attendant here to the cockpit when you need to go to the restroom. So I opened the cockpit door. Unfortunately, the cabin is empty, but I will just leave for a second and get something to drink for me. I will be back shortly. And I'm back. And top of descent is coming closer. Still like 90 miles. Whoops. 90 miles away. No, 94. Had a nice guess here. And I think it's time now to check the performance page. Condition dry, runway 10, flaps. I have no idea what flaps 1540 means, or 1528 or 11, so I just take 1540. Ah, let me see. I have an idea what it might be. So the wind is 080 at 11. QNH is 1018. The outside air temperature is 30 indeed. Reverse thrust will be used. Auto brakes are set to medium. And I will add another 5 knots just to be sure. The landing weight will be 58.1. 58.1. Calculate. Yeah, so it's just 1540, so I will have a full flat landing. There we have our V speeds. So we will land with about 133 knots. The V go around will be 150. And V up is 231. So when we cross 231 knots, then we need to extend the slats. So I can set the V-bucks here already. Yes, I've been to St. Maarten before, but not very often, to be honest. I bought the scenery for St. Maarten because I love the airport, but you know, the problem is that you always have to do longer flights. So even if you go from Miami with a US airline, then you have to go a long way before you reach St. Maarten. And even today, I mean, okay, it's just 1 hour 20, but to be honest, I mean, if I fly, I would like to fly a US airline, so I have to go from, let's say, Miami, which is the shortest distance, or maybe somewhere to Puerto Rico, but well, yeah, it's just, I love the destination, but the way to go there, what I wanted to do since, I don't know, I think since the beginning of my flight simulator career, I wanted to fly the KLM 747 from Amsterdam to St. Maarten. I always wanted to do that, but I've never found the time for it. And I wanted to do that in the FS 2020, but unfortunately my simulator crashes to desktop after about 4 to 5 hours in flight. So I cannot do any long haul flights, as the simulator will just crash. And maybe the problem is fixed now with the Sim Update 9. I think I have it since Sim Update 6 or 7 or so. So I have no idea if it disappeared, because maybe I try it tomorrow. I have to do another long haul flight from Dubai to Tokyo, which I will not stream, but yeah, maybe I will test that tomorrow. So let me again check in with the flight attendants if there is any problem.
Let us know if you need anything.
Not a problem.
No, we have no problem. No unruly passenger, no medical emergency, nothing. Let's check. Okay, I want to cross Thunder at 2600 or above and Leesor at 1007. Okay, I see. So for the go around, climbing right, turn to 4000, direct on bed and hold, or is directed by ATC. This is set here in the FMC. On bed and then hold. They said flight level 140 or above, but actually it's only 4000 feet. Let's see if I can change that. Yes, I can. Yeah, okay. Well, there could always be in a medical emergency, like a heart attack or whatever. There is a promo video for PAC-X, and there is a simulation of a heart attack. And that could happen anytime, especially here during the high temperatures. I mean, we are cruising at flight level 330, and we have just an outside air temperature of minus 10 degrees. That's nothing. Oh, by the way, here's another texture bug. That looks a little bit weird here. Whoops. Yeah, see. What I found out in the real world, at least in the video I saw today, there is no VNAV button here, but there is a perf button. I think that perf stands for performance in that case, and that helps that the aircraft holds its altitude within like plus minus 100 feet. In practical way, there was no usage of this button basically, because, you know, as of the alt hold button, you don't need that. So no one used it. Maybe that's why they changed it to VNAV here. Not sure. Or maybe the newer MD-82s were updated with VNAV instead of perf. I don't know. So we are coming close now to our top of descent, and I will turn in the new altitude. Let me see. There is no altitude restriction, so I will just get it to, let's say, 5,000. Yeah, maybe it was an MD-80 and not an MD-82. I cannot exactly remember. I mean, of course, they have the system of VNAV, but I'm not sure if this button was called VNAV. You know, I'm not sure if they have a VNAV button or if it was placed here. That was what I meant before. Expected arrival will be in 29 minutes. (19:14) will be our landing time. Taking the time here from the FMC, or 19:13. That's almost like 25 minutes. I started the clock when I gave takeoff thrust. So it was not even lining up the runway, it was basically departure. So I started the clock and then checked the automatic speed. Wait away. Okay. Yeah. I'm used to that for since I use Airbus, because I use in the Airbus they have two chronos. They have this one and they have a digital chrono here. And I start this chrono in the Airbus when I leave the gate, so basically off block, or when I start taxi. That's basically it. Because this is done by the FS2 crew there as well. And I use the digital chrono when I set takeoff thrust. I'm just used to it. So time for another passenger announcement here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once more, I just want to inform you that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination. We will be landing in about 20 to 25 minutes. So if you would help the cabin crew now with bringing your seat in the upright position and handing over some any litter you have to the cabin crew, that would be highly appreciated. I will call you for the last time shortly before landing, and I wish you a nice descent. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once more, I just want to inform you that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination. We will be landing in about 20 to 25 minutes. So if you would help the cabin crew now with bringing your seat in the upright position and handing over some any litter you have to the cabin crew, that would be highly appreciated. I will call you for the last time shortly before landing, and seatbelt signs are not on yet. We don't expect any turbulences here, so I don't need to turn on the seatbelt signs, and therefore I didn't mention that. Oh, and by the way, I found out why I wasn't able to arm the switch for the auto brakes. At least, let's say, I'm not 100% sure, but there are two possibilities. First one is gear has to be extended. That's the first one. And the second one, flaps has to be set to 28 or later. But I don't think it's with the flaps, because for takeoff we can arm it as well, and we don't set flaps 28 for takeoff. So it must have been gear down. I have the CrossFit levers open because there is no other information on the checklist. They just say the let me see. Yeah, you set the CrossFit levers to open before starting, and then you never turn them off again. At least not according to the checklist. And as I don't know what these CrossFit levers do, I just leave them open because it's working. So if you have a look outside, it's really not that interesting. Yeah, the descent is quite nice. If you have a look here on the navigation display, you can see we are reaching 5,000 feet over here, and we still have a few miles to go then to Avaki. And according to the charts, we want to be at 2,600 over Avaki, and so that's absolutely perfect. Well, you can expect that for 90 euros, can't you? And now we are flying more than 1 hour. Let's see what this, if it's changing to 1 hour or if it's changing just to 00 again. Oh, to 60, okay. What are these green dots here behind Thunder? No, data, navigates. Okay, I don't need navigates. Lex, Thunder, and then Avaki and Lizor. I don't know what these two dots, these two green dots are, but I'm sure we will see once we are getting closer. And we are already below the optimum glide there, because you can see this magenta balloon here is not centered, it's above. Also, we are a little bit fast here, so let's turn down the speed a little bit more, and let's descend with 270. I think that's fine. We still have a lot to go, so that's fine. No, we are far away from the minimums, Jeremy. But nice that you are back. I gave you a message on Discord, by the way. And I don't like that the clock here is saying 61 minutes instead of like 1 hour, whatever. Ah, very nice. Thanks for the information, Alex. But I reduced the speed already to 270 knots. Just that the way is not as far from 270 to 250. And I'm a little bit excited indeed because of the approach. It's not easy. I can set the auto brakes already to medium. And we are now perfectly on the descent path. It's centered, so we are perfectly fine. Is there go around 150? No, okay. No, I don't have it. I mean, remember, the fly-by-wire is just freeware aircraft. They use the standard A320 to mod it. So what they did for now is amazing. But in the experimental version, the fly-by-wire has the VNAV option. And so as soon as this is published, or is as soon as the experimental version is made to stable, or development version, then I will have these dots as well. Okay, well, I just wrote in the manual that you use this knob here to start the chrono. Let's see. hold, run, run, hold, clock. Okay, you know what? I don't need that anyway. Here, there's some, I cannot read it. ES, SS, hold, and run. Chrono. Oh no! Okay, this is the chrono. So this is indeed the chrono just for... I see. Okay. So we are now approaching the first green dot. And I should now reduce the speed, I guess, to 250. Yeah, but I still don't know what... Oh, okay. So... seconds. I don't know about this. Okay, so I can leave... I can... I can control the left part with seconds. I can control the right part with seconds. I can leave it on hold. And I can set it to run where nothing happens. I have no idea. No idea at all. So this is currently the time now. 99. That should be... No, that's not correct. Wait a second. No, we're flying real time. No. I don't know what this is. 99? Oh, I have no idea. This to hold, this to hold. I don't know. No idea what's going on. And passing now flight level 100, so turning on the... And... we missed to... I reduced the speed, but I didn't reduce the descent speed here.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
There you go, Alex. I'm now able to select hundreds. No, there is no ATC on VATSIM. And I'm on profile here. I'm perfectly on profile. And what I will do now is I'll reduce the speed even further. .200 knots, and I have to remember that I have to extend the slats when we reach 231, but I will check that. I will keep an eye on that, and if we reach 231, this should change here into alpha speed, I think it was. There is the white box which tells me what happens if I click it. Okay, so there is a white box which tells me where it is. And we are reaching now 231. Nothing's happening. Limit speed, gear down, slat extend, mid to 80, full to 40. So we can extend the slats here. Just to help the aircraft to reduce the drag. And I'm getting a little bit nervous now. The thing is, I cannot, like in Airbus, you can program the... Yeah, come on, I don't need landing gear right now. Oh, please, can we stop that in any way? Is there any button to stop that? GPWS warning? I don't think so. Oh, it's because I'm thrust idle. I see. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but we'll soon be over. So I can set the speed now to V go around, which was 150. Right of the stabilizer. Thank you very much. Yeah, I knew what you mean. And it was right of the stabilizer indeed. So. And now we will descend to 1,700 here. Speed 175. Oh, and I forgot something very important. Stow these and then set flaps 11. And I think we are way too high here. Flaps 15. Let's set gear down for the drag. Gear down 3 green. Yeah, we are very high. But we will see. By the way, gear is down and I can still not arm the auto brakes. So maybe it's... So I have the runway inside, and you know what we do? We break off the RNAV approach here. I will trim the aircraft so we are just descending with 900 feet. Then I disconnect, and then we do some turns here. That's the NAV1 frequency. .137. That's gonna be an interesting approach here. Flaps 40. And we are a little bit too fast, but we might get that. Wow, this is so heavy. This aircraft is so heavy. Well, it's unstable, but Let's see. I'm very sorry I forgot to turn on the record program.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. 120, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa. Whoa. Slow, 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 slow. Keep slow. $80 reverse thrust off.
First lights out.
And I forgot the auto brakes again.
60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 2:11 p.m. and it's currently about 30 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Alex, tell me where the brake temperature is. Where the brake temperature is. Because this is the brake pressure here. And I have not figured out where the brake temperature is. Maybe it's somewhere in the overhead. No. And I didn't arm the speed brakes as well. Oh god. No, the brakes weren't crying. Actually they weren't. Because I used no brakes at all. I just used the reversers until 80 knots. Then I reduced the speed to 70 knots. And then I tipped on the brakes a little bit, but not that much. Let it roll out to 60 knots, and then I used the manual braking. So I remembered what you told me. And why is the autopilot off? Okay, now it's back on. Mac trim was not operable. Didn't set the altitude here as well. Oh dear lord. That was the worst approach I've ever had. Right side below the compass. Yep, brake temperature. There you go. See? It's almost 100, but it's not overheat. See, I can test it. So it's not overheating. See, I can even change the switch here so I can see all brakes are on almost on the same temperature here. As I said, no problem. Anyway, that was the worst approach I've ever had. I forgot to set the to record the landing. I forgot to set the altimeter setting or the QNH setting. I didn't on the speed brakes. I forgot about the auto brakes here, which I can turn off now. So that's the problem why you need a co-pilot, because he's doing that stuff for you. I think there will be an FS2 crew update, or what it means update, an FS2 crew program for this aircraft. So that the co-pilot will take some work off you. And we can start the APU now. We go to the gates here. Yeah, there are tourists on the beach there. I'm not sure if you saw that during the approach. No, but I didn't see tourists, just on the beach. Yeah, okay, so you saw them on the beach, okay. Well, at least there's some static aircrafts here, so it's not completely empty. APU is up, by the way. That's nice. I can turn off the strobe lights here. Oh, you didn't. Well, you know what? After this flight, I might do another approach. Let me just get the passengers off the plane. And it's time for another announcement here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit for the last time today, we have arrived at our destination, and we are ahead of our schedule, so we are 5 minutes early here. I'm very sorry for the very steep approach into St. Maarten today, but I wanted to bring you down to the ground on time. On behalf of the entire crew, we thank you for flying with Insel Air today, and we hope you fly with us next time as well. Thank you very much, and have a great stay or a great journey on. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit for the last time today, we have arrived at our destination, and we are ahead of our schedule, so we are 5 minutes early here. I'm very sorry for the very steep approach into St. Maarten today, but I wanted to bring you down to the ground on time. On behalf of the entire crew, we thank you for flying with Insel Air today, and we hope you fly with us next time as well. Thank you very much, and have a great stay or a great journey on. Like the bridge coming here. Will the door be opened? Yes, the door will be opened. Great. So, how can I let the passengers deboard? Ah, okay. They're deboarding automatically. I don't know about the next stream. Let me see. So actually, I would like to do another MD-82 flight in the next stream, as I don't know if I get the PMDG 737. I don't think so, but if they really publish it on the weekend, I might buy it, and then I will fly the PMDG. So the next live stream will be with the MD-82 again, and I'm not sure about the route. So basically I could do a routing which you suggested in Latin America, but I'm not sure yet. Let me think about it for a minute. I will just leave the passenger to board, and then I will do another approach into St. Maarten here. Flight attendant request. Deboarding status check.
Deboarding status.
We are still deboarding.
Okay, about 2 minutes left for deboarding. That could also be... the thing is, I would like to have a livery for the MD-82, and there is currently no Danish air transport livery. Without the livery, I don't really would like to fly this route. But let me check VATSIM TO if there is an update, because there's currently a lot of liveries coming online every day. So we have a Norwegian, we have European Air Charter, Qantas Link, Zagros Air, Spirit Airlines. We have a Scandinavian livery actually from circa 1999, but there is no Danish air transport. Yeah, I could fly the second one, Copenhagen to Düsseldorf. Oh, Jeremy, never heard of Danish air transport. Very well known. Oh, flight phase completed. Okay, very nice. So, end flight, I think. Yeah. Wonderful. So let me just have a look on the flight report here before I continue. Baggage issue, notable events, baggage issue, departure delay for an unspecific reason, and that's it. Comments: I'm not happy that our flight got a late start. I'll definitely be recommending you at work. And that's it. Passengers. It's a passenger list here. Landing rate was 357. Okay. And block time was 1 hour 34, flight time 1 hour 13, so save it. Okay, great. View records. This one, view online. Can I have a look there online? Flight not found. Oh, okay. Laser Airlines. Okay. Yeah, okay, you can chat me in Discord about the landing challenge. Yeah, bye-bye, Jeremy. You don't want to see my next landing. Okay, I can understand. I wouldn't like to see that either. I took 1 or even 2 tons fuel more than necessary, as I thought that I maybe have to go around. But yeah, as it turned out, I didn't have to, and therefore, yeah. So, let me see. Yeah, I will just start a new flight, and just departure and landing in St. Maarten, or even I will start in the air. So let's say I will start here. Let's see if this is working. I have no idea. And then I will start my record program, my recording tool, flight recorder. And then see if there is anything else I could do. So let's see what happens. Okay, I thought that. Let's see. I cannot even start the flight path. Oh, because I'm paused. Okay. Now that's gonna be interesting now. Emergency power on. No, off. APU start. Start pump needs to be turned on as well. Let's see if this is... or I press Control E. Okay, so building up airspeed. Okay, I have a small problem here. That's not working. I really thought that you could start in flight. Why is the APU not starting? Air doors switch to normal. APU is set to start. Emergency power is on. Oh, battery is turned on as well. Is there any kind of RAM air turbine? I think so. Come on, APU. You were just starting. RAM air on. APU econ. Well, the APU won't start. Yeah, and this is the RAM air turbine kicking in. Now is the APU starting? Come on, APU. Get up faster, please. And actually, I give the engine some fuel. It looks like as APU is coming up. And is there thrust on the first engine? No, there's not. APU is available now. Starting engine 2. Yeah, come on. APU is up. Why is engine 2 not starting? Alex, why is engine 2 not starting? Oh, bleed valve is off. Oh, because the starter is off. Come on. Can I start both engines at the same time? Yeah, maybe I should turn on the fuel pumps. Engine number 1 is a little bit hot, isn't it? EGT of 386, even though it's off. So engine number 1 is running up, I think. Oh, it's about time. And engine number 1 is there. Man, it was about time. Man, that was about time here. Okay, engine number 1 is on. But why is engine number 2 not running? Is there any reason of it? Oh, it is. Slowly but steady, I think. Oh, What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why is engine 2 off again? What the hell is going on? Why is engine 2 off again? I have fuel, haven't I? Yes, I have. All the pumps are on. APU is on, air is on, bleed is off. Pumps are on.
1,000.
Well, that's not a pan, that's a mayday. But I don't know. I don't know. I got engine 1 on, but turned off again. But I don't know why. Maybe emergency power off. This one on. Bleed is off. Yeah, I don't know. Engines are not starting.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, but why is there no pressure? I don't know why.
Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear.
Well. Ah la 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 la. There we go. Yep, that's it. Crossfeed levers. Oh, come on.
Sink rate.
But it's still weird that the engine was on. You know?
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
No, there's no need to do it like Sully because I have the failure detection off, so if I crash into the water, nothing will happen. 5,000. Autopilot on, auto throttle on, auto thrust on. 2.5, okay. Vertical speed 1.6, autopilot on.
1,000.
Fly current heading. Engine number 2 is up, engine number 1 not completely on. So engine number 2 is running, but engine number 1 is not. So I have now pneumatic pressure. Yeah, maybe it was because I started both engines. But still, now you can see I have everything set and engine number 1 is not coming on. Also, I don't, yeah, maybe it's not coming on because maybe I have to, is this possible that I have to reduce the thrust? Because I cannot move the left one. I cannot move left thrust. Autopilot off, so I can just use both. But even then, pneumatic pressure is reducing. It's going down. Start valve open and now no, nothing is happening. Okay, then we're gonna land with one engine. So let's climb 2,600 feet. Flight director on. And yeah, maybe 1,600 is a little bit too much for just one engine. Okay. Position in it. Let's take this one. Route. TNCM. TNCM. Why is it climbing? Could you just descend, please? Go speed to 20. Departure arrival. Arrival is Arnav 01, Thunder transition. Uluba 1, Thunder transition. Execute. Go chillax and fly direct to Avaki. Oh, you see, engine number 1 is now going off again as well. No, engine number 2. Oh no, it's okay. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Direct Avaki. Okay. No active route. Why not? Oh, activate. Legs, activate. Yeah, why can I not go to... Okay, nav. Yeah, but how do I get cold? How do I get cold air in? And we are a little bit low. Okay, so external power access, left all pressure, left generator off. Galley power is off. So maybe I have to... No. Air condition colder. So let's try it once more. We have more pneumatic pressure now. And the lever is up. The lever is up here. But engine number 1 is doing nothing. Start valve is open. Yeah, but I have... Like, I have the APU on. I have air on. I have RAM air on. I mean, I can... Air condition shut off? No. Which lever? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the CrossFit levers? Oh, you know what? I have... Let me see. I have an abnormal checklist. I just have to remember where I can find it. I think I got it. Docs, normal checklist, landing speeds, operations, takeoff speeds, normal checklist. Where's the abnormal emergency procedures? There we go. Let's see. APU, anti-ice, hydraulic, landing gear, flight instruments, electricity and auto failure, engine out operation, engine fire damage. Auto throttle thrust lever affected. Disengage. Idle 1. Yeah, there's a problem. I cannot reduce the thrust of... oops. No flaps. I cannot reduce the thrust of just one of the... I cannot reduce the thrust of just one of them. I can either both or nothing. Fuel shut-off lever off. Okay, engine fire shut-off. Yeah, it's not engine fire, but anyway. Pull the handle and turn. Yeah, okay, we don't need that. In-flight engine shutdown. No. Airfoil anti-ice switch off. Air condition supply switch off. Engine ignition selector. Fuel tanks pump and fuel crossfit lever. Engine hydraulic pump off. Oh, you know what? I can take this to low. Okay. Turn that to high again. Slats extended.
Slats extended.
Yeah, engine sync selector. Engine sync selector. Maybe that's a problem. Engine sync selector off. And then start number 1. Airfoil less. No. It's not starting. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, temperature is now okay. But can you remember that it was not okay? Both engines were off. And the EGT of engine number 1 was very high. Can you remember that? I will start the recording program now. External power access door is open. Left oil pressure low. We have pneumatic pressure. I can use the fuel heater for the left side, even though it's not necessary. I have hydraulic pressure on the left-hand engine. We are turning to final now. Okay. The pneumatic pressure is not changing, even if I click the start button. And there's also nothing is happening anymore. Bleed off, air on, APU set to normal. No, nothing is happening with the left starter switch. 1700. $170. 128. Performance. Landing. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe the engine just died here. I just keep the fuel shut off on. I keep the starter on. But you can see pneumatic pressure is very low. And that might be the problem. And we are now approaching Laser. And we will now do a flaps, what do we take? Flaps 15 landing or flaps 28?
Flaps 15.
What do you think? And the approach is 168.49, so... Auto brakes set to mid. Yep, you're right, MCT. Get down. Flaps 28. Final configuration set.
Gear down.
Gear down 3 green. Autopilot is off. We will maintain speed of 150. And now we can arm the auto brakes. So flaps 28, gear down, that's working.
1,000.
Landing lights on. And we will see the replay of this.
300. 200.
We're so fast here.
Sink rate. Sink rate. 150. 40. 30. 20.
Come on.
10.
2 in reverse. And now the auto brakes are kicking in. Reversers off.
Reverse light at 60 knots.
Manual braking. Yeah, it's great to learn the engine, the aircraft step by step. That's really a lot of fun. I didn't arm the speed brakes here, again, but, well. And we have to stay here as it's, that was stupid. That was really stupid. I mean, how could I do a right-hand turn with the right-hand engine on? So if I give thrust now, the aircraft is turning to the left by itself. I cannot do anything, so I have to stay here. Can't do anything. Cannot get the aircraft back to the approach here. Okay, but anyway, that was way better here. I will now stop the recording. Stop and replay.
Gear up.
And let me get into the approach. Okay, there we go. Landing lights on. Flaps 28. Speed brakes armed. Yeah, well, the landing, I don't know about the... Can you remember what was the touchdown rate on this one, on the emergency landing? Because I do not see it in the simulator. I'm still wondering why. Anyway.
1,000.
Yeah, the original one was over 300. That's right. I saw that as well. Oh. Wait a second. I'm sorry. There we go. Well, that was a nice landing, wasn't it? Whoa, car. The altitude warning. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to turn that off next time. Let us have a look from the passenger perspective. I don't think you will hear the noise then. Oh, wait a second. Pause replay. How can I turn off the altitude warning? Is there any way? So there's the GPWS warning, but how can I turn off the altitude warning? Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, of course, sorry. I was just... Okay, there we go. Resume. I always think this is a warning because, like, similar to low terrain, but yeah, of course. And there you can see the people down. No, maybe on the from the other side.
30, 20, 10.
Well, the emergency landing was better than the original one. No, there are just... I will show you.
200.
Oh. There they are, down there. Here. And actually, you know what? What I want to do... Don't expect too much from the tourists here. It's a nice gimmick if you overflight, but if you're standing within them, it's... Whoops, whoops. No, I do not stand there and wait. I won't do that. Let me just quickly check where I want it, where I'm going to land. I'm going to land here. So let's stay here. And come on, set it. Yeah, okay. 3 is okay as well. And then resume. No, okay. That was I can unfortunately not really move the camera here. So Jeremy, I don't know if you saw it, but the emergency landing was actually better than the original one. Yeah, they're clapping for the... Well, you have to remember, normally you just see them waving and jumping when you are approaching. So basically, you just see them for, I don't know, 2 seconds. And... Hello? There was a woman? Why is she walking... Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so basically, there are a lot of... It's a nice gimmick if you overfly, but you can see this woman with the mobile phone taking selfies is here, 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 So everyone is like, they're just 4 or 5 different models, and then they just repeating, like this guy here, this girl with these teal top here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's just a few models. But if you overfly it, it's really great. I like it. If you're overflying it. Jeremy, I think you cannot send links or whatever you try to do. Yeah, they're taking a selfie and together with the airplane, like you can see on a lot of videos on Google or pictures on Google. Okay, so considering the next stream, because I want to go now, the next stream, let me see, we have a lot of route suggestions. I want to fly, as I said, I want to fly MD-80 again, as I'm not sure if I fly the PMDG or not. The route from Kathmandu to Paro, or whatever it was, not Kathmandu, it was another destination, but to Kathmandu, to Paro, I will do another time when the fun of the MD-80 is gone. Because the fly-by-wire A320 is available all the time, so basically there is no reason for me to fly that right now. For the other ones, let me see. What did you suggest? This Latin America route. What was it? Cannot remember by heart. Could open the it was the no, it was Insel Air, but didn't you say anything else beside Bhutan and Insel Air? I cannot remember. Anyway, so I think we should do the next flight in the United States. As I think that we didn't do that yet, and in the United States we will have some ATC, and or at least I hope we will have some ATC, and therefore I think that US is quite good for that. We could fly a short Delta hop. We could fly a American Airlines or US Air hop. I personally don't care about the destination, but the time per flight should not be above 2 hours. So, like, or let's say block time should be within 2 or 2.5 hours. Longer flights wouldn't be very good for me, as I'm starting late. Yeah. Okay, so we can chat a little bit in Discord and about the next routes. And I thank you two for being here tonight and having a look on the flight here. Yeah, Canadian hop may be as well, but the Canadian flights are always very long. If you're not flying like Kelowna to Vancouver or Montreal to Toronto, what I did a lot of times already. Nevertheless, we will discuss it further in Discord. And yeah, I thank you very much for being here and for the help, Alex, with the aircraft. I'm sure you can teach me some more stuff in the next flight. I think, and I try to be there tomorrow evening, but I have to check that out with my wife, if it's okay or not. I don't know what she has planned tomorrow. Nevertheless, thank you very much once more and for the last time, and see you in the next stream. Bye bye.